All right, good evening. I certainly hope and pray that all is well with everyone. I hope that you are having a good day, enjoying this winter season, happy new year, and all that good stuff. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get first. I'm going to say to those who need it, you are doing great, sweetie. And here's all the applause. All right, all right. So, more adventures of me. And more tales of black magic, witchcraft. So of course I had really did some dream infiltration on me the other night. So, I'm gonna work with my pendulum. I'm gonna work with this one tonight. What is yes? Okay. Right. What is no? Okay. What is maybe? Okay. What is I don't know? Now like I said, I did used to do some pendulum classes, and I did do a video on here maybe last year about working with a pendulum, and I probably will do it again. All right. More in depth. Like I said, I had a book. I don't have it anymore. But if you're interested, the book, I had two books. The first book, I don't remember what happened to it. I really don't. Probably somebody borrowed it or took it out of my library or some shit. I used to have to read over there all the time. So my grandmother's house, right where I was living, it was 3 bedrooms. And my daughter had the front room, and that room was they had added on an extra, room. It extended the room. So when I was growing up in the house, it was a duplex. We lived on the other side. So that was my room on the other side with that extended room because they did it to the other side. So I gave her that room, the middle bedroom, and then the master bedroom. So it was just me and her. So I lived in my room was the master bedroom, and then her room was the front room because I wanted her to have all of that extra room with the addition on there. I had in the middle bedroom, I used as an office. It was so small, but when we were kids, we used to go to my grandmother's house. They had two twin beds in there. And really when you look at the room, because me and my daughter were talking about the other day, she was like, how could they get two twin bedrooms in there? I was like, I don't know, because the room was small, but they did. And when we would go over, it'd be me and my when I was pretty little, me, my brother, and my cousin on my dad's side. His name is Mark. He was the oldest of 3 boys. And we would be over there, we spend the night. And that was the room. That was our room, that middle bedroom. So my brother, I mean, we were, little kids. My brother and Mark would share one bed, and I had the other bed. I always had the bed on the, like, if you go in the room, you go in and you turn, I always had the bed to the right side, and they had the bed to the left. Or even if my cousin wasn't there, that was my brother's bed. That was my bed. Anyway. So when I lived there, I made that my office at my desk, all my business papers, my books, and I used to have a lot of books, okay? From all the moving and shit, I don't have nothing. Well, I had so many books that when I was and had them all separated, like this, I had like two bookcases, and one bookcase I had like what would be all my health stuff because I was used to be really into like vegan eating, Dr. Africa, his books, African Holistic Health, and I took a class with him that a young lady here she had hosted the class. Um, Nutricide. Anybody remember Nutricide? Okay. And I was playing around with being vegan. Well, when I studied with the Hebrews, I was vegan. But when I left, I sometimes I did it, sometimes I didn't. But anyway, I had like some like book, kind of like cookbooks that I made, just, 3-ring binders I would get and just print off like hundreds of recipes that I could find and eating raw. So I had, separate raw for eating raw and that. And then I had created my own uh, recipe books. You know what? It's a damn shame. I've got so many things that I have done on drives and whatnot, books, um, what we call it, uh, poetry. I made up just all kinds of stuff. I don't want to reveal too much because I never published. Now, one book did get published. My daughter's aunt on her dad's side, she's a poet, and she has a publishing company, her own publishing company, and she did publish a book of my poetry. I don't have it. I never did get it. Yeah, I never did get it. But anyway, but I did see it, but I never got it. Did I see it? Or was that hers? I can't remember. But anyway, so I'm like, I got all of this stuff I've done, you know, but never like completed it and fully. So that's what I'm gonna work on. Even like this whole, I told you guys I had a girls like I don't like to call them charm classes, but these classes for girls. It was I'm not gonna say the name of it. I might have on here. Put a picture of one time on my community tab about 3 years ago, and it was 3 tiers. This was something that, well, at least my pendulum said that this girl was really said that she did. I got the idea from her, lying. But anyway, if you did, bitch, then tell me all the tiers. Tell everybody all the tiers that went with the course, because I've got all that on my flip drive. You didn't get that information, but bitch, maybe you did, because sometimes, like, you really have to listen to your intuition and pay attention, because there would be times she was in my home often enough. Sometimes I was just like, I just don't trust this bitch. Sometimes I just felt within myself, I don't trust her. I don't trust that she would not go in that office and look through my shit and get my personal information. Like social security number, all that type of shit. You know. Um, I had two file cabinets. One I locked. One of them, I don't think there was a key. It was an old file cabinet that I got. I don't know where I got that file cabinet from. I think, did I get it from there? Lady who raised me, like I said, she was my pastor's personal secretary, and you know he died, and I guess they got rid of the stuff in the office, and I think I got it from there. But anyway, so I didn't have a key for it. But sometimes something made me would just be like, this bitch, that bitch gonna go on your shit, bitch. you know. She gonna go on your shit and get your purse, and she very well may have. I just I didn't want to believe that, you know, I really didn't. But she has proven at this point that, well, no good heifer, so she probably did go in there, and look at my personal business information, social security number, all that type of shit, or whatever. And then in the end, whatever, honey. But anyway, I'm saying whatever tonight. Not that it don't matter. It does matter. But moving on. So anyway, she came through with the dream infiltration again 2 nights ago. And it was so funny because this was the dream. All I know is I was sitting in some, like it looked like a church setting or something. But the bitch called herself taking, like she was like a fighter. Like what you call it, MMA fighter, one of them kind of fighters. And she had me there because she wanted me to see, her fight. It's so funny sometimes, the scenarios, however I meant to look this shit up and see what is this all about? How do people do this and whatnot and pull you into this dream infiltration shit? And, even still in the dream, I was still there supporting her. This is the energy I had, toward this girl, pretty much toward anybody. Okay. But I just woke up and I was like, you're not a fighter. That's just not who you are, I mean, like a physical fighter. I kind of want to say period. Because this girl would get herself in all kind of troubles. Call me, I'm the first person she call. Nikki. Well, the things that I'm sure she got in a whole lot more trouble than what she shared with me, but things she wanted me to know. But the other shit, who knows what the fuck it was that she didn't want me to know because I'm dirty, rotten shit, probably. What should I do? All the fucking time. But God then told the whole world how evil I am. What should I do? Hell. So I say it's so funny, you know. And then, I woke up and, did what I do. And the next thing I know, I close my eyes and I see a woman in a garbage can. And I don't mean like a garbage can in your house. I mean like them garbage cans, that these businesses use, a big garbage can with a cane, looking at me, pointing at me. And I said, bitch, are you in the garbage can? And I mean like that's like symbolic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't ask. And I wasn't even, the face didn't look like her. But what I found with some of these people, like their face morphs. They don't look this. I mean, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen these people in years. But the face, it like when they getting all that shit and doing all the evil shit, the face morphs into something like, who and what is that? I've heard people say they can age rapidly. Um, just don't look like themselves. Like one time, before I found out this lady wasn't my mother, one of my quote unquote cousins died. And he was the one who, after he died, I had a dream about him. And we were in a car and he was taking me toward them. And then he stopped and turned around. And I was like, well, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm taking you away from them. You don't need to go with them. The girl was at the funeral. I looked the girl dead in her face. I didn't even know it was her. I had no, I didn't know. I just kept looking at the face like, that person looks familiar, and she probably thought I was trying to be funny or something because I didn't speak, but it wasn't that. I didn't know who she was. And then when she passed me, it hit me. I was like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And she looked back out at the corner of her eye. It was this really weird, strange look, but it was when I realized, you know, that was her. But anyway, so I have started another channel. I'm not getting rid of this channel. I posted it on my community tab. It is called I Am the MONAD Tarot. Okay. Um, when I got on YouTube in 2000, I believe that was 19, I got on and started a channel doing tarot. I have had all types of shit happen to me since then. Okay, so this is my first channel was called Let's Get Into It. Now, when I first started it, but maybe a few months after I first started, I changed it to Let's Get Into It. I took down channel. Nobody else with their lying fucking ass. I took down my channel. And then, I don't know, it probably was 2 weeks later, I started this one. Same name. Okay. I had something on like, I think when I came back, I put Let's Get Into the Life Celebration, blah, blah, this, that, and I was just like, let's get into it. I came on YouTube to do tarot because that's what I wanted to do. Okay. So all of the crazy ass shit that goes on here and all of this type of thing, and people putting the black magic on your channel and blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. I got on YouTube to do tarot. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm doing. So that channel, again, I mean, I got 2 subs so far. I'm one of them from this channel. And thank you to the other person who has subbed. That is going to be strictly tarot. When I had my channel before, I really didn't do collective readings. I did zodiac sign readings. Okay. Every now and then I would try to do a collective. I didn't really have as much traction. Again, I didn't have the channel very long the first time. I think from 19 to maybe 2022 or 2022, beginning of 2022. So I didn't have it a very long time, but I did zodiac signs. I would do just a general. I would do a love reading all 12 zodiac signs. Then I would do a money reading, all 12 zodiac signs. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore, but I haven't, well, no, that I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do all 12 zodiac signs. I may not do collective readings. Sometimes you see a lot of people that just do just collective readings, or they'll do zodiac signs and collective readings. Okay. That's what I got on here to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay. You are more than welcome to like, share, and subscribe. I'm keeping this channel, okay, for my talks. Maybe I might do some readings here and there, okay, on them like I do periodically, and just a variety of other things, whatever I want to do. That's what this channel is going to continue to be. I got a lot of shit on this channel. Okay, I only have 1,000 subs, but a lot of pushback, a lot of liars, a lot of lies, all kind of shit have happened to me concerning this channel. Well, under the name Let's Get Into It. I don't give a fuck. I didn't get on here for nobody. I didn't get on here for the group, the rituals, the liars, the betrayers, the backstabbers, and all the black magic witchcraft and being talked about and targeted. I didn't get on here for none of that shit. Okay, but that's what goes on here. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. All right, but I'm still here. So I got all kind. I got meditations on this channel. Guided meditations. I've done all type of shit on this channel. What I did my religious study series at the beginning. I did read from the book of Job, and I think I read the story of Joseph on here out the Bible. I done read out of the Nag Hammadi on here. I done read out of the Tao the King on here. What else did I do? I did food stuff on here. Okay. Readings on here. When I had my sister locks, I did stuff about my sister locks on here, counting them. Okay. I tried to curl them up with them flexi rods. People ask me about them. I'm like, sponge rollers ain't never not worked. People ask me like, I had a hard time with the flexi rod shit. I did too, but I'm like, sponge rollers always work and we'll hold them shits. Okay. I did makeup shit on here. Okay. All kind of stuff. Okay. And now you see me here talking about these clowns here that I deal with. Okay. Family and all of this type of thing. All right. I was doing my walks on here a couple summers ago with a bitch over there was making fun of me because I look worn out. Well, a bitch who gets up and exercises, you do look worn out after you've done it. Joke's on you because you don't do shit. Okay. Walking up a mountain and shit, bitch, you can barely walk up out of the bed from the bedroom to the toilet, probably. All right. But even if you can, that's just dumb. Why do you make fun of somebody who looks tired out, tuckered out from exercise? Anyway, I think I showed myself lifting some weights on here once. I did all type of shit on this channel. Okay. And so I'm going to continue to keep this channel. Okay. But that's over there. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I'm just going to do what I always do. I don't buy subs. I don't buy views. I don't do none of that shit. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. One time on one of my Instagrams, when I had an Instagram a long time ago, I said, let me try this shit. So I did buy some followers, but it was the weirdest. Is that what it's called on Instagram? Whatever the fuck it's called. It was so fucking weird. It was just strange. The energy of it was weird and strange. And I was like, no, thank you. And I'm not about to spend my money for that. I ain't in no groups. I ain't in no cliques. I ain't in no covens. Okay. I ain't partnered up with nobody. Yeah. I'm partnered up. Like my grandmother would say, tell me partnered up with Jesus. No, with myself. Okay. So that is what I'll be doing on that channel. I will promote it on this channel. Okay. So whatever your group thing is, if the plan is to target me on that channel and go after her and lie and say she did all this shit, we getting paid, do it, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Been there, done that. Okay, do it, have a ball. Okay. It's not going to stop me from doing what I I want to do. And that's when I got on here. That's what I got. I didn't get on here for none of the rest of this bullshit. Okay. But there it was right at my door. Okay. So, motherfuckers, y'all, whoever, you say what you want, do what you want, feel how you feel. I really could care less. That's what I'm doing on that channel. Tarot. The plan is to do each sign twice a month. Okay. I scheduled it out and everything. When I started my channel the very first time, 4/4, I just would I didn't do none of that. Scheduling it out. I just, would get up and try to do 3 a night and post them. Okay. This time, life's a little different for me, so I have to schedule it out. All right. I ain't copying. I don't copy off of people. If you hear me say something somebody said, then well, we're all one. I'm not copying off anybody. Normally, if I repeat something someone has said, I will say, as the sister said, or as this person said, or I heard this reader say, etc., etc. That's what you've been hearing me do over here. And if it comes to me, something comes to me, and that person's words who I watch, they say that's what you will hear me say. I've heard this person say, or I was watching this reader. I probably won't mention them because I don't want drama and bullshit. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about from the person that I am maybe repeating. I'm talking about from others who want to start drama and want to put you in some silly ass shit that I have absolutely no interest in, regardless of what anyone has to say. I speak for myself. Okay, so you are more than welcome, okay, to please like, share, and subscribe, all right? So what I was saying was I will let it grow naturally. I got some videos. I think I posted 6. I posted from Aries through Libra, okay? It's got some views, like 11 or something. Some got 1 view. It is, okay, this is the natural growth process without manipulation, okay? Without you manipulating it, all right? So that's that. Okay. I would like for you to, subscribe, of course. What you here for? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Surely there will be people with their black magic witchcraft. Okay. Try to put over my channel and over me and blah, blah, the blah, 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 the same old tired ass shit, whatever. Okay. That's not going to stop me from doing what, I feel called to do, led to do, or simply want to do. How's that? Okay. All right. So I meant to talk about it on New Year's Eve. Honey, I totally forgot. And I woke up New Year's Day and I was like, oh shit, I meant to talk about this last night and post these videos. And it's like, just go ahead and post the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I did. And so after I posted it last night, I wake up and the black magic is all over the fucking room. All over the room. I said, well, motherfuckers are mad. I really don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, it was Ms. Rita and I think Dr. T. Let's see. We're going to ask just to be fair. Okay. Okay. Were people doing black magic on me last night? I woke up from one. Of course they were. Okay. Was it Zarita? Of course it was. All right. I guess people who don't know, like, damn, who is this bitch? Just crazy. Okay. Issues. I don't want to just say crazy like that and be insulting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can be, depending on how I feel. Okay. But it's just more or less issues and fucking problems. Okay. Was the other person Dr. T? Now this one I read on the other night, and the energy that I heard from her was, okay, I'll stop, I'll back off. And let's look at the big fucking swing. It's bigger than the one that was reading. And I said, I don't trust you. Of course you're lying. You done read my outcome. You done read on me and read my shit. Whatever. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. The shit was so thick in the fucking room and heavy. I said, look, and frantic. Okay, well, these bitches frantic doing it. I don't understand. Okay. Is it because they saw that I started the other YouTube channel? Okay, now maybe that has to do with whatever outcome that she looked into in my life. Okay, like some other people probably looking into and read it on YouTube, calling it collective reading. You know, all you have to do, instead of worrying about someone else's outcome, and now this is common sense, instead of worrying about everybody gone now, instead of worrying about other people's outcome in their life, all you got to do is yours. Like I said, Sarita, you had a channel. You did 3 whole. Now, see, these are the types of talks I would have with this girl. You did 3 videos and was gone. The shit was set up very nice. I put the camera up, hit the record button, boom, there it is. You did, and they were good videos. They were solid, and you had a lot of information. Why the fuck are you worried about what I'm doing? I haven't seen much. Well, I mean, I have seen videos like that. I'm not going to lie. I have. But so what? How many tarot readers are on YouTube? I mean, it's like fucking endless. The amount of, and they steady coming, steady, it was good information. It was good, solid information. Why don't you do that? And leave me the fuck alone. Dr. T, you got a fucking temple. You got tarot cards that you have made, or oracle cards, whatever, that you have made and published. You are not going to stop me from doing anything. The shit was so thick in the fucking room. I said, these motherfuckers just trying to rewrite my whole life in existence. Sad. Trying to rewrite my whole life in existence. Okay. I did what I did and turned over and went to sleep. Whatever the outcome that you thought that you read or thought that you saw, did you do a reading for yourself to see the outcome of your own walk in your own reality? And instead of feeling so insecure about it, you can take that. I used to go to tarot readers. I went to them old school tarot readers from back in the day. Well, nobody letting the cards pop out. They pick just like I do. When you see me sometime. Okay. And they would say to me, this is not like, the energy is not long term. Maybe 3-6 months at the most. What do you hear readers say all the time? You can, is that too loud? Okay. You can change the shit at any time. The power is in your hands to make your life be whatever it is that you want it to be. Now, we're going to have bumps and bruises along the way because that's like, I don't know, me saying this, maybe it's just like, futile for me to say it. Maybe it's just a waste of fucking time. But maybe not, because maybe there might be other people watching that can glean something from what I'm saying. You can make your life be anything that you want it to be. Okay. We do live in a realm of limitation. We do. But you can, how they say, reach for the highest star. Because you're going to grab one of them motherfuckers, if not the highest. Why are you all so worried and concerned about me and the outcome of my life and who I am? So focused on me and who I am. Like I don't know how many times it has to be said, but when you do that, you miss out on yours. So say you done read up on my life. I done see your outcome. I want it because you feel like you what you have to get offer ain't shit. Ain't nobody listening. Blah blah blah. This that and the other. Okay. And you pull a spread. Now, when I first started reading tarot myself, I went and got this book called the Tarot Bible. Okay. And I think tarot, I was talking to this guy as a junior astrologer, and I was like, man, astrology just seems so much. It's so complex, like it's a forever study. And then I stopped, I said, well, tarot is too. And he said, it is. You just really, if you really studied it and whatnot, it's like, it, I don't know, I call it a science. Can be studying it forever. There's a guy on here that I watched, and I will watch him in a few weeks, so I really enjoy his talks. And he goes, you would not think from some of his videos that he would go into tarot, but he does some in-depth study about tarot. Okay. And its connection to the Kabbalah. Okay. Which I feel is probably then connected to the Kemetic tree of life, because this is where the Kabbalah stems from, the Kemetic tree of life. Okay. Which I got a book on it. I talked about it before, but I haven't really delved into it. I need to take it out the bag and read it. Not the bag that was bought in for me moving. But anyway. And in the book, in the Tarot Bible, the one thing they were talking about, there were no instructions in there about, well, that's not true. That's not true. But the initial instructions in there were about reading for yourself. I knew this girl when I lived in Memphis, Tennessee. I saw her, I was at a park. I don't remember the name of the park. I was at a park, walking by the little river there, lake, whatever it was. And I looked over and I saw her sitting on a bench. And she looked up at me, and you could just tell there was just a connection, like, like I know you. You know what I'm saying? We both looking at each other, I know you. This is when I was much younger. And this wasn't, not a romantic or anything like that. I'm very much straight person, okay? For those who, because my hair is short, because that's what people think, oh, you must be gay. She be cutting all her hair off. Okay. But anyway, so we just started hanging out. And she was all into this, runes and tarot, and I was just leaving the church. Just, like, that's no exaggeration. Okay. And we would hang out, and she would read, she would do a little tarot spread for her, or throw them runes and everything every morning, for herself. Okay. She didn't read for people. She didn't read, for other people. She just read for herself. And that's what it was saying in the book. And it's like you can read for yourself, see your, what you somebody's looking at my outcome. What about yours? Okay, maybe you say, well, I didn't like what I saw. It didn't seem pleasant. Well, what about it wasn't pleasant? Well, it said whatever, blah, 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 blah. You mean to tell me that you can't take that information that is given to you and say, well, this looks like this would be the outcome for me, but I don't want that. How can I transmute this, alchemize it, change it, okay, or take the energy that's here and make it work for me? But you should be looking at me, her outcome say, I'm gonna go bust her and take her shit. That's just, you're not. You don't take nobody's shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, like I said, the one girl, you had a channel on here. You did 3 video. Was it 2 or 3? 2 or 3 videos. Why did you stop? Because your heart wasn't in it. You was doing it because you saw me on here and was trying to compete with me. So then why are you worried about me being on here and doing another channel? and coming on here to do what I felt called and led to do. It's just such a waste of time. And getting into all of the black magic and stuff so unnecessarily, and God knows what's happening with you at this point. And like I said, sister, you got a whole fucking temple of women that follow you and published cards. I've seen videos of you on here, people honoring you and having you on their little panels and all of that kind of stuff. What is the problem? What's the problem? You know, yeah, I got my comments closed. But the sad thing is, even though I'm saying all this and I know y'all watching, you will continue on in madness. Because that's the state of mind that you all are in. Madness. Let's just see what we can see. What is this shit here? I mean, how many fucking years? I look now and I look back on some things and I'm like, okay, like I said before, I look at memories and things and I'm like, okay, this is what was going on then. I don't know what the two of y'all done got together and concocted, okay, or trying to do. But you started this shit a long fucking time ago when me and you, Zarita, was still talking. Yet the two of y'all, whatever, started this shit when me and you were still talking to one. That's why your fucking ass got so cocky. Did Zarita and Dr. T start this shit, whatever your little collaboration is, when me and Zarita were still talking? Because, see, one thing I realize is people always reveal themselves. All the fucking time. And I knew something was up back then, but I was like, whatever. Probably not. Maybe not. Just being in a space and place of denial. You said some things. I said, she over there with Dr. T. They doing something. Because she had on this little skirt. We was looking at some pictures, and she had on this skirt. It wasn't an ugly skirt, but it wasn't all that. Oh, I love that skirt. I love that. And I'm like, that skirt, bitch, they got that shit right at Rainbow. You can go up there and get it. If you want it, it's right up the street. I seen it right at the Rainbow, right up the street, right over there on 105 and, what is that, Superior. I just came out of there. They got them skirts in. I didn't think the skirt was all that. I don't care, that skirt. And I'm like, why is she fawning over this woman's clothes? It's just a skirt. It's just an African style, big, long skirt with an African print on it. You see them shits everywhere. And you act like that was the first time you ever saw. I said, no. And I knew right then, I said, she over there doing something with her. That's why you got cocky as hell. Okay. Is that why Sarita got so cocky? Because she was over there fucking around with some of that black magic with Dr. T way back then. Is that who got Sarita started play around with Ouija boards? It's just out of the blue. I gotta find a Ouija board. You want it? No, I don't. What the fuck was she talking about? Where's this shit coming from? Now, whatever y'all got going on, whatever. You two sounds like not only did you read into my life, you've been reading into in your little secret chamber, reading into other people's energies in their lives. I saw a video of you, Dr. T, a number of months back being interviewed, and I mean, like, you couldn't even hardly talk. I was like, what's wrong with her? I said, well, maybe she's nervous, but that wasn't nervousness. I don't know what it was. I said, it's a result of something that don't seem too good. Whatever. Ain't nothing done in secret that won't be brought to light or that people ain't gonna figure out, especially when you keep fucking around with them all the damn time. And I could say, well, okay, then I won't. I won't say it. This is not. No, like I said before, I don't sit around and do reads on people in the background when let me see body birds, you body ever, whatever, live your life. But I'm sure gonna do these reads on here because you all are trying to affect my life. And you keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, along with the group, because both of y'all was at that raggedy ass gym. And who know, and the woman who raised me, she all been doing the shit on me. I guess you siphoned enough energy the other night for you to be able to do some infiltration. And then, and you and Amitra and all of y'all with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Something happened here. I don't know, maybe you went to her for help or assistance. I need your help. Can you help me? Can you assist me? Okay. I don't know, you probably lied to her, said you wasn't doing well or some shit like that. You wasn't doing well. Things wasn't going in your favor and I need your help. Because you knew you wasn't going to sit up there and go to Karen with no fucking fakery and lies. But you probably had tried to in the past and she called you out for it. And that's when you called me. And then he crying and shit as usual. And now you going around telling the world I ain't right, I'm evil, on all these lies. Okay. And then all this money shit and all of this crazy shit. Yeah, that's what you but it wouldn't make a bit of difference. You could have lied to her, but you it's like two con artists trying to con each other. Playing mind games with one another. And I feel like that's what you're continuing to do. Every day, I mean, like every day, all day. Continuing to lie to one another, conning each other, playing with each other. I don't know where it started or why. I don't want to know. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was. I know when I would go to Karen, we had a ball. I got to tell y'all about this temple. Okay, here in Cleveland. I had a ball. This was years ago. I don't know anything about it. I don't go there now. I don't know anything about it now. But, so I know. So maybe, y'all partying together, having a good time and having fun here. Okay. We got the Four of Swords in reverse. And you thought you had found you a community. And that's good. That's always a positive. Okay. But not a community to sit there and try and break one another's heart or break other people's hearts and destroy them. Okay. And taking it to insane levels of debauchery here. Okay. It's Ten of Cups here. Looking for some kind of emotional fulfillment. Okay. You went there, here, to plot and to plan. What can we do? And maybe that wasn't your initial thing, because me and you were still talking at the time, but it doesn't matter. And I figured out that one time I saw your motherfucking ass flying past my house in that big old Buick you would drive or whatever. Okay, I'm like, the bitch, you was stalking me then? No. Okay. That was me that flew past my house that one time that summer when I was sitting on that porch, that big old, just flying down the street, a residential street. Just flying. Like, what the fuck is she doing? Okay. You were looking to see, well, let me ask, was she looking to see if Prophet was there? See, y'all, all y'all got together, okay, and to do your little debauchery and have all your little debaucherous fun, which is fine. But you all made me the center of your shit. Everybody want to come after me and destroy me. Okay. I don't know. Did you go to for some kind of love spell or some shit like that? I mean, no, I went for help, for assistance. I needed help with something, and she helped me. But I'm here, but she lied to me as well and kept me bound and trapped up in something. But you lied to her. Of course. I mean, of course you did. Okay? Because that's all you ever do is lie. You don't never tell the truth. It's just like everything that come out of your mouth is a lie. To cover up your tracks. I'm hearing to cover up your sins. Okay, things that you do wrong, because you're always trying to present yourself as though you're this sweet, kind, sweet and innocent, and you're not. Okay. I'm hearing you're heavily bound and heavily burdened with a lot. Okay, a lot of problems. Okay, but the things that you have caused for yourself. Okay, yeah, you want to say other people have done these things to you, or other people have caused these things in your life, and I used to be dumb bitch to fall for it. Okay. But always in the back of my mind, I don't know about that. Okay. Okay. It's you. Just always just in the dark, secrets all the fucking time. Masking yourself, masking your truth, masking who you are, thinking that you're fooling other people. The only person you're fooling is yourself. Okay. Now that channel I posted, that I started, that's going to stay right up, right over there. Y'all can go over there and subscribe if you want to. Because you most definitely are going to watch. Worry about me, what I'm doing. That's why I had made a whole separate Facebook when I was doing the stuff on Facebook. Because I didn't want none of y'all to know nothing about what I was doing. What is it? 9 of Wands here in reverse. You made yourself open and vulnerable here to a lot. Okay. I'm hearing crashing or like crashing out. I don't know, maybe somebody crashing out or some shit. Okay. This Queen of Wands. Yeah, you done let this person here, you know, opened yourself, made yourself vulnerable to a lot of shit, and now you had somebody else who got your energy, then took over your life. Okay. While you over there trying to take over mine with her. Okay, here we have the Justice card upright. Okay, scales balanced. Okay, because I'm here because you lied to her. Okay, and she lied to you. Okay, and I don't know, now y'all both caught up in something with each other that maybe you're bound to and can't hardly get out of, even if you wanted to. See, you can't be so impulsive and just make quick ass choices and decisions that you think are going to be beneficial to you. You have to think, because your mama didn't teach you shit. I don't give a fuck if the bitch watching or not. You can't make quick, impulsive decisions that you think are going to be beneficial to you. You're only thinking about the here and now. You're not thinking about the long term effects. Okay, and really how it's going to affect your life, not the life of someone else. Not thinking. And people take advantage of that when it comes to you. They see you as weak and childlike. Someone they can easily take advantage of. Lose sight of, I'm hearing, so that you lose sight, okay, of who you are and who you are destined to become. Okay, and while you sitting up there, the Empress in reverse. See, I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is that all about? The Empress in reverse. While you trying to come after me and stone me, okay? You're the one getting stoned left and right all the fucking time, okay? The 9 of, what is this? Swords in reverse. It really don't take much. Okay. And this is what becomes of your life. It's Tower card in reverse. Let me see. See, if you walk around, you know how people say, you know, for whatever it is that you want out of life, okay, walk around like you got it already. Like that fake it till you make it type shit. Act like you already got the shit. Okay. It's not, okay, you may say, for example, okay, I want to, you know, be wealthy. Or walk around like you're wealthy. It's not in, well, you may say, well, I can't afford the kind of, it's not the clothes. It's not none of that. It's you. Walk around like you are abundant. You know, not just wealthy, walk around like you are abundant. It's an attitude, it's a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can't walk around begging people. They look at you as though as worthless, as though you don't have anything, which makes it easy to take advantage of you because they see a desperation. I don't give a fuck what you think. You don't want to listen to me because you want to be better than me, or whatever your issue is with me, whatever, honey. Okay. Makes me no difference because you keep bringing your ass up over here. Okay. I'm not going to stay around nobody that get men to kick my ass. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I mean, I might could even forgive you if it was a bitch that you got, a woman or something that you got to try to beat my ass. But a man and a big motherfucker at that. And whatever you told the scrawny motherfucker that I was dating that you had to get in the bed with him and fuck him to show him that your coochie was better than mine. You go to these people thinking that they're going to relieve you of the burdens of you being you. All of that. People know that that's some fake shit. They know that. And they may not say it outright, but it's like, look at this bitch coming to me begging me. Like she don't have nothing. Like she a pop. Like she ain't nobody. Like she worthless. You think that's going to, and you think whatever you begging them for, however you do it, is going to relieve you. And I don't mean begging like you, please give me this, please give me that. You say it without saying it. You say it by saying other things, thinking it's going to relieve you of the torment of yourself. Now you done caught up in something. Okay. Online crying and shit, trying to pretend like you're happy. Okay? And you're not. I'm looking like, well, she got what she wanted. What is she crying for? What the fuck were you crying for? You got what you wanted. You skinny as fuck. You done cut up on yourself. You taking Ozempic. You know they tell me I can't take it no more, and you got all of the shit. So I'm like, why is she crying? And they trying to act like you weren't. And I'm listening to him like she's so phony. Ooh, look. Ooh, look, right, right. What the fuck is she doing? Now, who is that person? I said, well, Nikki ain't seen her in a long time. She's older now. Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but that's not the same person. It's just like a fucking tragedy. But the thing about you is you like that. You like tragedy. You love it. You think that, they see you as of somebody who ain't got nothing, coming to beg them for something, okay? And then want to try to rule and regulate, or maybe you have these people who rule and regulate you, or I don't know what the fuck, okay? Or you think that this is going to give you some power, or I don't know, or something. Girl, bye. Like they say, whatever you did to get it is what you got to do plus to keep it. And don't sit up there with no fucking attitude and she don't know what she talking about. And get on here with your goddamn stupid ass, silly ass fucking comments. Bitch, you don't know who the fuck you are. I'm clear on who I am. Yeah, you're healing, bitch, shut up. Same old fucking stupid ass tactics. Played out dumb shit. Get real. You come over here with that screaming, hollering shit if you fucking want to. But I'm not moved. Cause see, I ain't doing no magic on you. I walked away from you. I didn't think this bitch and got this motherfucking nigga to try to kick my ass in front of all these people. I'm out. Relationship over. And you've been begging for my attention ever since. Think I'm not going to find out and they're gonna call me, you wanna go here? You no, bitch, I don't wanna do shit with you. Get some fucking willpower. Quit running into things. Okay, but it's not whatever. Okay, do what the fuck you wanna do. But both of you motherfuckers, okay, whatever, this shit keep coming up in reverse. I don't know. Maybe you're having some trouble with a dude or something. Or you, what you trying to get me not to have is what you don't have. If you think you got it, okay? Not wanting to be rejected and whatnot. By who? Okay. Now you bitches, both of you, do what the fuck you want to do. I don't give a fuck. You lying to her, she lying to you. She got you caught up. This whole life is full of conflict. Okay. She got you caught up and regrets. Now you may not regret anything you have done to me. Okay, whatever, honey. My feelings are not hurt. Okay. But a life full of regret, sadness, and sorry. All y'all thought that shit was so cute and funny, and we're a bunch of idiots. Yeah, and like I said, everybody's gone. You bitches can do what the fuck you want to do. But I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, which is what I'm doing. And not you or nobody else is going to stop shit. You can come over here, the drunk fool or whoever else with your lying ass narratives and all of your lying ass shit. I'm still going to be posting my videos. I'm still going to get up every day. Okay, this is what you want to put me in. Don't want me to do well. Don't want me, whatever. Okay, and that's what you bring to yourself. Okay. So get up and take care of my life like I've been doing for how many fucking years y'all been on this shit. For fucking ever. Okay. Now, I realize I might have said this before. You motherfuckers can sign some kind of whatever vow you made in clause that you can't ever talk to the bitch. That's supposed to really hurt her feelings then. Oh, it don't matter. She be dead and gone. Honey, like I said, what Satan meant for evil, God meant for good. Do you know how grateful I am that y'all did that. Because, see, I don't have to deal with other people have to deal with when the folks who done did them wrong and did them dirty and all that kind of stuff come around trying to pull them back in and hook them back in, playing on their emotions and feelings. I don't have to deal with that. Anything else? I'll sit up there silly. It's two silly women. What about what I got? Look at this shit right here. There you go, right there. Okay. See how she just looking like just in fantasy world. Thinking real life is a fucking fantasy. Okay. But your ass ain't gonna target me. Okay. It don't matter what you say with this Princess of Swords in reverse. Okay. It don't matter what you say, none of that shit. Okay. So go ahead, put the comments over here, and then you put the comments on my other channel, the silly ass shit. Now you can do all that shit. The betrayal and the backstabbing and all of this, that targeting and all that shit, whatever. I wonder how many people have betrayed and backstabbed you since then. Probably a whole slew of them. Okay. All right. And you sitting on there crying about the shit and whatever else. And you was another one talking like, I'm like, she talking like she, oh no, it was just really weird the way you were talking like you couldn't get, I'm going to graduate in 2026, graduate. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? That video was old, y'all. I got the 7 of Swords here and the 8 of Cups. Okay. So y'all, you can do all this shit all you want to. My back is turned. You can keep on trying if you want to, but you will not succeed. Okay. And here go this motherfucker again. Whoever the fuck this is. Okay. Bringing a tower to your existence. Okay. That's the end of that. I don't want to read no more. I don't care. I'm done. Okay. Don't mean when y'all send the shit and do the silly ass shit, I won't talk about it, because why not? Okay. Y'all want to be famous too. Y'all worry about my outcome. So, okay. She's gonna be famous or whatever. She's gonna have money and all of that, whatever. Shit, I've been famous. I've been a fucking super motherfucking star. I'm Truman on the motherfucking Truman Show. I'm one of many. They've been watching my ass since before you was a fucking thought, both of you. How's that? Right. So nevertheless, y'all wanted to tune in too. So nevertheless, that's the end of that. Okay. Everybody else, check out my community tab. Go on and like, share, and subscribe to I Am the MONAD Tarot. And we just gonna have a good motherfucking time over there. Just like we have a good motherfucking time over here. Okay? Look what deck I got today. I want to show you guys. I wanted this deck. Okay. And I went to the Botanica today and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. They had so many good decks there today. Okay. I opened it up. I just kind of just perused them a little bit. And I was like, ooh, I just gotta really take the time, really focus in on these cards. Okay, I don't know about nobody else. I've seen other people on here use this deck, but I don't know. Did y'all's come with a book? There was no booklet in here, okay? So, and it's very interesting here. Okay. I want to say strange, but interesting. Okay, so I don't know how I'm going to use this deck. Okay. All right. But anyway, I think that's it for the evening. All right. So you all have favor. Peace.